Welcome to Nice Girls Don't Win. We are coming at you from the White Lotus Resort in California.
The Four Seasons.
I'm
This
Parvati
is-
Shallow,
And I'm Amy Bean.
and we're your hosts.
And I am
Sure.
a +1 this week, and I am so thankful. Parvati invited me. She got the invite. She got the invite of the century. This is a hard ticket to get.
Okay, so Amy and I were talking last week, and we had a hard week, both of us. A lot of stuff going down, really intense, heavy things. And Amy was like, oh, all I want to do is just get away to a
I
hotel.
want to go in a hotel.
Miraculously, it was like God, the voice of God heard Amy's prayer, and all of a sudden in my
clouds
email
parted.
inbox was an invitation to enjoy 2 nights at the White Lotus Resort. They've turned the Four Seasons in Westlake Village into the White
They
Lotus.
asked what kind of pillow we want, like firm or feathered. We were like feathered.
Feathered, obviously.
But
I'm
I
sorry,
mean,
I'm
the
not a
detail
monster.
of things that we have been encountered so far. Can we just tell you about our entrance, though,
Okay,
coming in?
please. Okay, so we have our suitcases and we're like repacking them in the parking lot.
Well, let's talk about why we were in a parking lot. So basically, Parvati sends me the email and they're like, you can Uber, but I was like, I'll drive, like
They
whatever.
sent us a huge $400 Uber credit. We should have just Ubered.
But I am like, I have a playlist ready.
She's a 3 on the Enneagram. We know she likes
I
to
want
be
to
in
drive.
control.
I want to be in the driver's seat. So whatever, we're jamming out. We're having the greatest time getting over here, and we get to the front. And there's a security guard, like, before you can even get to the valet. And we're like, oh, she's like, ladies, hi. I think she was stoned. Like, I gotta say it.
She looked a little out of sorts.
Her eyes were red. Okay, anyways, she goes, can we see your, like, validation? And we're like, she's like, parking. And we're like, oh, no, she got this credit. Like, self-drive. She was like, oh, well, you got to go through the loading dock.
You need to go self-park, and you're going to check in at the loading dock.
So we're like,
okay,
what do we do? Okay,
here
so
we
she's
go.
like, turn around, get out of here, and go down the road and go to the loading
And
dock.
I'm thinking like, oh, okay, that's because
special.
they're keeping the guests for the White Lotus apart from the regular guests.
The cast.
However, we didn't know this entire hotel has been bought out by HBO and the White Lotus. So there's
Whatever.
no other
We're
people
like, this
here.
is exclusive. We're going to the loading dock. So we get down there, and the guy, he stops us. He's like, what do you? I'm like, we're going through the loading dock. And
He's like, okay, carry on.
Yeah, he's like, that way, and then self-park. So now we're in this dark parking lot, and we're like so excited. And she's like, let's take a video. I'm like, not in the parking lot. Like, this is so not White Lotus of us.
So we're basically Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie from The Simple Life circa 2004.
Dragging these like 100-pound suitcases with way too much clothes and our podcast stuff, obviously. And we get there, and the hotel manager finds us like schlepping. And she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I've heard you guys were coming in, like, Parvati, she was mortified. Mortified. And she was like, go get your car, do the valet, do the whole experience. And we're like, no,
okay,
fuck
so
it.
she brings us in. Let's cut to the chase. She brings us in. They give us a coconut full of rum. I don't know what's in the coconut.
It was refreshing.
We check in. The lady gives us our keys. We go to our room. The keys don't work. We go back downstairs. We get fresh keys. We come back to our room. There is a purple suitcase in our room with an extra bag. We're like, oh my God, someone is in our room.
She's like, this isn't our room. And I'm like, this is not our room.
I was like, they're doing a plot. So Amy's checking through this bag. She's like, should I look through this bag? And she's like, there's a recording device in here.
I get a little sketched on weird, suspicious behavior.
Amy is for sure, we're getting murdered by this person. Like, this person has a key to our room. Whoever it is going to kill us.
And Parvati's thinking, well, shit, looks like we're going to have a threesome, our first threesome. I'm like, I've never had a threesome first off. I've never hooked up with a girl. Like, I'm like, okay.
So we don't know what's going on.
This is so White Lotus of us.
They come up, they take the suitcase out of here, and then we get dressed for yoga.
No, you do. I'm like, fuck that. I'm here recovering on my boob job. I'm like, I can't do yoga right now.
Well, the cool thing about what's going on here is we walk into this room and there's all these sponsors. Like, there's gifts everywhere. There's Kiehl's products, Supergoop products. Like,
they've taken out everything in the hotel that's Four Seasons and have turned it and labeled White Lotus.
I even think this like headboard behind
Look
us
at this pillow
is White Lotus. The pillow is logoed White Lotus. It's
luxury.
Didn't notice the details. So they've been working on this event for 2 years. We found out.
Yeah. Well, we know
this is
that
a multi-million-dollar operation that we're involved in.
It's pretty incredible. And to be here with Parvati. Okay, so if you're watching White Lotus, you know this, like the Jaclyn woman.
Jaclyn Lemon.
Yeah, she's the
How could we
famous of the
forget?
3 girls. I feel like I'm with Parvati. Like we're here. People
Cheers.
love this girl. I'm like, oh my god, I'm like with a celebrity. I mean, we all know we love Parvati, right? But
I'm so glad you have a beautiful face.
I'm just happy to be at the table. I'm Carrie Coon. No, I don't know. Anyways, it's been really fun. So they have meditation classes, they have the spa, they have, the pool. Like at the pool, we can order anything we want. And they have like a bunch of influencers here, which is really fun for me because I like following like comedic influencers are my jam. I think they're so smart.
I think this is what's special about the White Lotus is we all know it is a cultural moment. This is a moment in time. It's a wave you do not want to miss. It's so fun because Mike White is a brilliant genius the way he writes through people's psychology. And then we got to watch the finale in a group. Like it was a live finale. We watched the show. They have chocolate bars that are White Lotus chocolate bars.
But it's a pinch me moment. I really am thankful for this. This is a big deal. Like I'm
a huge fan. I love the White Lotus. I've loved it since day one. I'm into anything that's kind of dark psychology. Handmaid's Tale, White Lotus.
I'm nosy, so I
shows.
like watching people get messy on vacation, and that's what White Lotus is.
Yeah, and it's like somebody's gonna die, and we have to like rewind it and kind of guess who it is.
Yeah,
and the way Mike has built up this season, especially, it's been so nuanced, and the building, it's been like building every episode. And then we watched the finale together last night, and it was. Everyone was feeling so deeply uncomfortable and moved and unsettled.
I was crying.
It was an emotional journey.
So Amy Lou Wood. Okay, so she's Chelsea who passed. Sorry to spoil it for anybody.
The cast is here.
Most of the cast is here. Parker Posey is not here. Okay,
notoriously.
Sorry, Piper, but Piper is here. So.
Amy Lou Wood, Chelsea is the one we love the most.
So at the end of the screening, we know Dave Bernard, who I'm working with on a unscripted project. So it's fun to see. He's the executive producer. Like he worked with Mike White for years. He was his assistant back in the day, but now
he worked his way up.
Yeah, he's worked his way up, and he's fucking
just
awesome.
Like Amy Poehler.
Just like me, Amy Bean. Amy Poehler. No, but so right after it, he's up there, and we know each other. You know him because you've been to Mike White's house, and he was there
years ago. I went to Mike White's going away party before he left for Thailand to write this show.
Wow.
He had like a Michelin star chef making pizzas in his pizza oven, and I met Jennifer Coolidge, and my arms opened wide to receive her in an embrace.
I mean, they naturally just go.
Like, I hugged her so hard, and afterwards I pulled away, and I'm like, I'm so happy to finally meet you. And she's like, wait, we don't know each other. I thought you were an actress. I knew.
You have a new career. You are an impressions girly.
I love her.
Okay, so you know who loves you. So anyways, we go up after the screening, and we go up to say, congratulations, Dave. We're, big fans, whatever. He's so happy to see us. But Amy,
he has voice nodules. He can't really talk. So we were going to have him on the podcast as a guest.
He was excited. He's like, yes, I'd love to be on your podcast.
But he's on voice arrest.
He loves reality TV so much. He has so many questions for us. So by the way, once his voice clears up, he's coming on. Yeah. He's a friend of ours. Whatever. Okay, so we're up at the front. We're with Dave, and then Amy Lou Wood is crying, and she looks over and sees Parvati, and it's like two souls from their past lives have finally reconnected. They hug for 3 minutes. It's quiet. The whole room stops. It's like Amy Lou and Parvati needed that moment.
Amy needed a hug. She was very sad. She hadn't seen the show. None of them have seen
that's cool.
The finale episode. So that was her seeing herself die for the first time on screen. And she was just feeling very emotional about it.
Yeah.
Because she deeply loves Rick.
And she deeply loves you. And so we have her here today. I'm going to tease that. I know.
We have Chelsea.
Here today.
Okay,
and Rick. Okay, in the afterlife, they're here. Stay tuned.
God. Okay, well, should we just bring them in now?
Okay,
talk to
well,
them?
our setup's a little weird because we're in a hotel room. I think we need to switch it.
Okay.
And then stay tuned for the end because if you are watching $1 Million Secret, we have Sam, who is the third millionaire on that show.
I'm loving $1 Million Secret.
I know, it's sneaky. It's a good show.
My favorite is the agendas. I want more shows with that. I just want to play that in my regular life. I want you to wake me up in the morning with a text that's like, here's your mission for the day.
It's a party trick game. I feel like at the next party, we should just give secret agendas to people and give them
Yes.
incentives. I think that's actually really a great idea.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay,
Let's do it for tonight for dinner.
Okay.
Okay. What's your
Yes.
secret agenda be?
Oh God. You have
Okay.
to get people to give you a kiss on the cheek.
Great. You have to get them. You have to get them to say, "I do believe in God."
Okay. I
Two
love
people, two
talking
people.
religion.
I have to say, "I do believe in God."
Okay.
we'll
Well,
tell
let's
you how it
let's
goes.
bring Chelsea and Rick in. I can't believe it, you guys. Walton
Goggins.
Walton Goggins was not at the premiere last night or at the finale last night, but he is going to be here in our room.
We got an exclusive with Chelsea and Rick.
Yeah.
With Chelsea and Rick forever and ever in the afterlife for
All right.
eternity. Okay.
Heaven.
Welcome to heaven, babe. I do feel like we're in heaven because we've been hanging at the pool at the White Lotus, but now
This is dreamy.
we truly are in heaven because we are met with the Romeo and Juliet of our time. We are here with our beloved Chelsea and Rick.
Hi, guys.
It's nice to be here with you all.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I mean, you were the most sought after characters from the show, and now you're in heaven. So I don't know. Thank you so much for meeting with us. We're just delighted to be talking with you.
Yeah, of course. We're big fans, so we're really happy to be here, right, Rick?
Well, I got to tell you, I always thought that when I would die, that it would just be black. But we're looking at two angels, and this is quite nice,
Yeah,
to be
the
honest.
angels. You guys are angels.
Oh my God. I really understand why you love him, Chelsea. We really were confused about it for a while because he seemed kind of
We have a lot of
douchey.
questions. Well, listen, we did watch you, Rick. You know, you had some childhood trauma that you were working through and you brought Chelsea along for the ride. And I think watching this and seeing you coming back from your guys' night and Chelsea, you seeing him for the first time on the beach. I mean,
You ran up to him.
Yeah.
It's just the love is so palpable between you two. What is your love story?
It's
Take us through it.
Go ahead and tell him, Chelsea.
yeah, it's really beautiful, and I'm so happy you're able to see our love for each other. I'm going into Australian right now.
you guys, thank you so much for being here. Really. This is okay. Let's just break it down for our listeners right now because maybe some people aren't watching White Lotus. And if you're not, I don't know why
what
you're
is
not.
happening right now.
Yes, but you probably do know Taylor from
Taylor,
Instagram.
Grayson, and James Neal.
Neil, 2
Two
syllables.
syllables, one
It's one.
syllable. If you're a regular person. But they're so funny. I've been following them since Traitors when you guys did that really hilarious reel with me and Peter from The Bachelor.
That was-
And the headbands were stacking up so high. And I was obsessed with you ever since. And now we're hanging out at the White Lotus.
It's honestly a dream come true. So we've been obsessed with you since just Survivor, the OG, and then watch Traitors, and like now that we get to be at the White Lotus together, I mean, amazing.
And people asked us last night if we were sisters.
yeah, and we are. And
Okay,
it's
meant to
crazy.
be.
We're on the drive here, and she keeps saying, she's like, Taylor's going to be here. Like,
I
I
love-
can't wait. We need to find her. I'm not kidding you. We didn't find you for like 4-5 hours.
No, that
we
was
went
a
everywhere.
whole night.
That was
The whole
all.
day
That
and
was
night.
also our mission. Once you told me you were going to be here, I was like, okay, we got to find Parv. Like that is why we're here now.
So why did it take us so long?
I don't know.
I feel like you were playing hard to get.
I was.
But
Did it
I
work?
appreciate that.
Yeah.
You guys, I got to tell you, go, James. I know you've got something.
Oh, I mean, I was just gonna say, yeah. I mean, the feeling's mutual. This was the kismet moment to be able to hang out with you guys. This has been incredible,
And
and
then yeah, Bean is like the cherry on top. Like we didn't even know we were getting Bean, and like this is amazing.
Oh, she really
What?
pops off.
let me sell Bean for a minute. She is a star in the making.
Stars born.
No,
Stars born.
Star is born. No, this
I'm-
we've it's felt like a whole week. We've only been less than 24 hours that we've hung out together, and it's felt like a lifetime. And you guys are the best. This
Is
is
that
amazing.
because Amy hasn't stopped talking since?
I'm an oversharer. They know my entire
No,
life,
we've been
and
prodding though. Like we've been asking. We want it.
they're
We love
reality
that.
viewers, which I love. So, like, you guys are into my type of work. And, anyways, I think we're here not only with Rick and Chelsea, but also Jaclyn. You guys have noticed since being here at the resort how many people are big fans of Parvati. How
yeah.
crazy is her following?
Oh, it's insane.
Anywhere we are, people are being like, Parvati, Parvati.
No, there's so many people who are just like genuinely so obsessed in the best way. And they're always like, do you know who that was? I'm like, yeah, it's my sister. I know exactly who that was. Like, what are you talking about? But
I feel very protective now. I'm like, this, you're just getting swarmed. It's like the Beatles mania all over
Yeah,
Parvati.
I'm like, I will always take a photo. It's fine, but you guys have been rescuing me from some deep chat.
Yeah.
And I
And she'll
appreciate
stay
that.
there. She'll
She
stay there all
will.
night. I'm like, we got to get her out. And she's
She will. It's a selfish thing, right? We're trying to move on to the next thing, and Parvati just loves talking with her fans, and that's what makes you so great. We're just selfish. We just want to keep the party rolling.
Wait, I have a question for you guys because you are doing the funniest skits for Traitors, for like, what else are you doing skits on?
Succession.
yeah.
Succession, and you do you do Temptation Island?
No, we didn't. We didn't do Temptation Island. Recently we did some White Lotus. We did Southern Charm characters seeing that they were being like on White Lotus because Thomas Ravenel and yes, Miss Patricia. So we did them watching White Lotus, which was like, yeah.
How did you start doing this? Are you reality TV fans? We know you're comedians, but how did you get into this game?
We started it with spoofing the show Succession, which is on HBO. And we're both actors. We went to school for acting. That's how we met. And yeah, one day it just came to me like, what if we did a spoof on Succession where it was the same stakes and the same camera movements, but in like talking about something stupid like coffee? It blew up and we just kept going.
And I got to tell you, we started there, right, with dramatic shows on
Yeah.
HBO, like parroting that. But we've had so much fun parroting reality TV.
Oh, yeah.
Because the characters in reality TV, and this is a testament, like, you know, the whole White Lotus of it all, like Mike White telling, you know, these actors to watch Southern Charm. We're obsessed with reality TV. We started doing Vanderpump Rules sketches.
Yep.
We got invited to BravoCon because of that.
Oh
We're
Pinch
obsessed.
me. Like what? Yeah, what? Like this is your career. Are you like we get paid for this? Like that's
we
pretty
pinch
cool.
ourselves every day.
Truly.
And the fact that, you know, we are engaged, we've been together for 8 going on 9 years.
Coming up to 9.
And the fact, like, we feel so lucky to be able to do this together. And it's such a unique and niche career. And to be able to, like, build it from nothing has been, it's a godsend. Like, this has been amazing.
You do have a really good balance with each other. It's similar to what we see with Chelsea and Rick, with just a little more healthiness in the relationship. A little
No,
less
you guys are together
codependent.
way more. Chelsea and Rick were never together.
I know, but they're together now in the
So many
afterlife
questions.
forever.
What? Yeah. How do you guys think they started? Like, what was their meet cute?
Okay, so I talked to Amy Lou Wood because she and I are Scorpio moon sisters. And
Love.
she talked
Checks
to me and
out.
she said, I was like, what's the deal? I don't understand why you love Rick so much.
Right.
He kind of seems like a dick. And she's like, well, he's really going through some stuff right now. And he, you know, he's not always like that. Like he's just a lovable guy. And usually, you know, it's really good with us. And it's just, you know, he's got his dad and all that.
She's coming
Should
for
we
your
cast you
dog,
in some of our
guys.
videos? I mean,
Wow.
clearly there's some
There's
there's some hidden talents that we're
No,
we're
my
you're
accent
revealing
work
here.
is so bad, but I
That's
could do
good.
Parker Posey.
Yes,
I
you
could do
sure can.
Tsunami.
Harper. No.
Have you heard of wine?
You kind of Parker Posey kind of does the eyes like you know. You kind of do
Have
the
you not
party
heard
face.
of wine?
Yeah.
It's right behind you.
Oh, but she is Southern, by the way.
That's
You're a
right.
Southern
You're from
girl.
Georgia.
Yeah, I'm from Georgia. I'm a Georgia girl. So I'm like, I really get it. And the Duke Devils shirt that Jason Isaacs was wearing last night in the panel.
right.
So funny because Duke is pissed.
They're pissed. So do you think he was making a statement?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, you can't F with me.
Yeah.
And
I'm Harry Potter.
and the fact that Duke lost in the Final Four too, he was kind of rubbing it
guy
in a little bit.
listeners.
I
Thank
do. I
you.
like him. He doesn't mess around. I sat next to him at Evan's Chaos dinner. I sat right next to Jason Isaacs, and he was talking my head off. I'm like, well, have you ever had a mystical experience where you've like talked to someone who's died or had a connection with a spirit from another dimension? And he's like, that doesn't happen.
Oh
There
shit.
is no God. When you die, it's black.
Yeah, matter of fact, he's
Yeah.
like, no, you don't know.
I was
Parvati."
like, okay, well, we're going to talk about this for 4 more hours.
Yeah.
Well, when you first met him on the red, like you were on the red carpet for the premiere, and remember you met him.
It didn't go well.
It
When
didn't?
we first met each other on the red carpet, we didn't vibe. But I feel like you
you sat next to him. Yeah, last
really
night
connected.
at the party, he actually shared things that we probably shouldn't say here because
That's fair.
yeah, but he's
privacy.
bestie. He's like now besties.
Bestie.
I think he's what did he say to you about like now that the show's over?
Now that the show's over, he's bummed he's not going to be like getting the best tables at restaurants and stuff.
He's
Like,
one of us. We would all feel the same way,
look,
right?
we are the White Lotus.
Yeah, it's true.
When you guys got the call to come do this, what happened?
We were like, what the fuck? Are you kidding? Like, yeah, immediately, yes.
I mean, as influencers, you get perks, you get like gift packages, things that are just awesome. And then you receive something like this and you kind of pinch yourself being like, we're in this club, like we can come hang out and like do a White Lotus. It's amazing. It's fantastic.
James is pinching himself a lot.
Okay, I want to go back to your love story.
Okay, yeah.
Because I think you guys are so cute.
Thank
and
you.
So I've been following you since before you were engaged.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
Oh, wow.
I witnessed the proposal on Instagram that you shared, the People magazine article that came out about it. People are very excited about your love story. We love watching like dreams come true and romance that's real. So tell us more.
Yeah, we are in love, and that's great. And, we met in college doing acting. I went after him. I saw him, and I was like, "That's gonna be my husband." And check it out, we're engaged.
Hey,
So
I
you
did the same thing to
knew.
my husband.
Did you?
Yeah, women we know.
We
We're like,
know.
okay, I'm
I've
gonna
never
make
had
that
that.
happen.
yeah,
No,
it's
No.
coming. It's coming.
Yeah, not yet.
It's coming.
Okay.
people
Being-
think that with you though. People are like, oh, that's my
Yeah.
mine,
Everyone's
then,
thinking
and
that
you're
with
like,
you, Car.
Enneagram 7.
When I first met Taylor, I was in a relationship at the time, and we didn't start dating until like a year into meeting each other, maybe a little after that. But she's an amazing person. Like,
I know.
it's not a mystery why we've been able to achieve the success that we have, just because we've gained such an awesome following through Instagram, because you put so much of yourself out there and you're just a real person.
Mhm.
And she's
smart.
she's
She is constantly
extremely smart.
creating.
Thank you so much, guys.
Oh my God, Rick is about to cry right now.
Well, I was gonna say you guys work so closely together. I mean, your job is now every day together. You
We're
live together.
24/7.
How is that?
Well, clearly
except when
it's
you are not.
it's meant to be, because I think under those circumstances, if it wasn't, then like there'd be no way that we would be able to do this.
It's funny because we love being together. We are actually together 24/7. And then obviously we never fight. We do not get in fights. Like, we're never volatile or anything like that. We'll get on each other's nerves as people do who work
Right.
together, live together, like everything. But then when he leaves, like he just left for a couple days, and I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. I don't know.
But we heard what you did with yourself. You came up with 20 brilliant ideas for sketches.
We filmed one. We got to film a little bit more while we're here.
I've been doing a little drinking by the poolside as opposed to filming. So,
But what is your creative process?
It'll be different. Sometimes like the ideas will just come and I'll write it down. I'll write the script, and then we kind of collaborate on the script. We'll improv, shoot it, and then I'll edit it and put it out. But sometimes we'll just be watching a show and be like, we need to think of something for this.
It's like a very interesting, it's like in meme culture and like the internet, what's going on right now, everybody has a take, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's so great about what we do is that we have takes, and like we can make a meme about it, or we can make a video about it. And like, what's our point of view about
Right.
what everybody's talking about? And like, what is the the cutting edge of what's going on, whether it's White Lotus or Succession, whatever's going on in the zeitgeist. Like, people want to hear about it and they want to see things, and we kind of just leverage that and like what we love to do, which is just be creative and make videos, and it works out.
I'm like grabbing
It
the mic.
shows. I was
love
gonna
it.
say, like, you guys, I can tell it's gonna be successful for you because you enjoy it, you're good at it, and your delivery. I'm like, that really is important for me as a producer.
That's all Tay. The editing is like, she has the comedic timing really
it's important.
Thank you. But that's James is the kid, like you were saying before we started this. He was doing Rick, and you're like, oh my God, Rick is in the room. James truly, he should be on SNL. He can impersonate anybody and pick him up right away. Me, it takes me a little. I'll edit around me a little. He can really do anybody.
Let's get you on SNL.
Yeah. So
We
what
know
is the
Bowen,
goal? What's the
gang.
end goal here? Like, what would be your
What's your dream?
What's your wiki
What's the
page?
dream?
your dream?
What's the dream? So traditionally we're actors, so we're auditioning all the time. Like, getting cast in a role is always great. But also we're writing long form, pitching TV shows. I think a dream eventually is like, we'd love to have our own TV show that we're producing and writing and acting. Love Julia Louis-Dreyfus's career or something like that. But I'm campaigning for James to be on SNL because that's my dream for him.
Yeah. No, I mean, that would be amazing, right? That's like an awesome goal for any character, comedian, actor to be on that show would be amazing. In the meantime, it's like we're doing a live sketch show. Like, we're doing it ourselves. I think the end goal, like Taylor said, it would be creating at the highest level, right? Where we have control, we're creating a story that like is true and real and resonates with people. That's the goal for any writer, any creator. And we get to sharpen our knives by doing these videos together and figuring it out as we go. But, I mean, in
This
the
is like,
meantime,
you guys are like the ideal. It's like couple goals, because if you can have someone who's in your corner, backing you up, supporting you, then you're just gonna fly so high, and your career is gonna be so much bigger, and your growth will be so much more exponential because you have each other. I'm gonna switch gears because I
Let's
want
do
to
it.
know: has anyone ever gotten mad at you for your skits?
yeah, of course.
Who? I'm like,
Not
Well,
me,
when
I
you say
did.
anyone specifically like that we've
That you've
impersonated.
impersonated. that
Oh
you've made
no,
fun of?
I think
what were you answering?
I was so I thought you
Definitely
were
good and
asked.
bad answer.
We made a video about
The
a
gender
gender reveal video. It was just a single camera setup, as if like we were expecting, and we did like the whole cake bit, and it was like pink inside of the cake, and I flipped out like I wanted a boy, and it was such a one-off video idea, and you
I
never
saw
know what's
that. I
gonna
remember.
stick.
I
People
know.
just thought it was real, so people were like, "He's an asshole." So James got like a lot of
Like an
flack.
Oh shit, people hate me right now.
You acted well, but I don't think anyone has ever outrightly. There's been an awkward encounter where James does a really mean, like, and by mean I mean good Tom Sandoval. Do you want to?
Oh, I was gonna say, I want to put you on the spot. Yeah.
There's been so many Tom Sandovals that have existed on Bravo, and like I really really resonated when he was just going through the mud, and like we just dragged him, dude, and it was awesome. But I think Tom deserves a little bit of credit for like where he is now. He's he's blossomed, he's done the villain, and now he's just like, just want to be loved.
Oh my God. I want to throw another one at you. Okay. I want to see. Can you give us an Elvis?
Elvis.
Yeah, no.
That's hard.
I could, well, let's see. I can do the awesome Butler Ellis. If, I could. I'm all shook up.
Oh my God, he's got
You
the
go
lip
there.
and
No,
everything.
I saw it just like leave your body
face.
and then Elvis enter.
think
Like
there's
that was
something
You
you.
know
wrong
who's
with me, to
also
be
really
honest.
good at this? Actually, I was really
You?
impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Manganiello
Oh yeah.
is so good at impressions. He did Rodney Dangerfield. Can you do Rodney?
I can't. I just,
He's very old.
yeah, he's a hard one to do. Like,
I'm
I
like,
get no
who?
respect, That's it.
On Princess Bride, there's that guy who's like, clearly, I can't take the poison in front of me.
Those are fun ones. Those are like deep cut, like great personalities. That's fun.
Yeah, I love it when people can do that. Who's your favorite impersonation to do?
I think it's got to be Jeremy Strong in the Succession one, just because that was the first one that we did, and it just resonated. And he's such a I can't even do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Shake it off.
yeah. No, he's just a guy that struggles with internal trauma, and he just wants to be loved by his dad. Yeah.
Well, your face changes.
I know,
Your
he's
entire
really good.
expression.
I was just gonna say, do you guys ever like? Because it is hard, right, to be turned
do
on.
you role play?
I knew you were. I knew that was coming.
She's like, wait, really important
Like,
question.
do you ever?
No, but I mean,
I
answer
wanna-
that first because that's really interesting.
Do you role play in the bedroom?
No, shockingly no, because it's like too funny. It's like I can't take it seriously. Ugh, what
Yeah,
do you
right?
got? James has had some margaritas. I don't know
James
what
is
he's about to
He's like,
say.
pulling the
beat the mic.
microphone.
I feel like we would do it more before we started making videos online, and now it's just work.
I was gonna say, do you ever get tired of having to perform and be on or be creative? I feel like once I'm done with a show, I'm exhausted. I'm ready to just like turn off for a whole week.
Well, yeah. I mean, like the Succession shit lasted for. The goal was, okay, Succession season 3. We're doing these videos. We're gonna do one every single weekend, and like we were gaining following, we were gaining like acknowledgement. So then the pressure kind of turned on, and it was just like, oh fuck, like you got to be good. Like you don't want to just like phone it in. And then we also didn't want to be like pigeonholed as just the Succession people, even though people come up all the time and be like, I love your Succession videos, like to this day, which we love. But we didn't want to be kind of cornered in that.
I would say we get tired after the live show stuff. That shit after I'm dead. Like that's really hard.
What are you guys doing in your live shows?
It's like a variety show. So it is kind of like a 2-man SNL. We have a live band, which is really awesome. We do original sketches. We did a digital sketch 3-part of Love is Blind, but with all the characters that we do. And yeah, it's really cool. It's
Can
fun.
you do Ekin-Su?
I don't know. I'd have to watch. I
Wait,
can
I
say,
do wanna know
James. Yeah, James.
But what's coming up? Like, what can we as fans look
Yeah.
forward to with you two, knowing like in the near future? Like, is there anything on the horizon that we should
Besides
be
for your
excited
wedding?
about?
Yeah, besides the wedding. Yeah, everybody come to our wedding. Yeah, or no.
We'll be there.
We're starting a podcast, so that will be that's no one knows about this. This is the
Exclusive.
Which
Nice
this
girls
is an
don't win.
exclusive. The regular update will be coming soon. So we're super.
It's for the regs.
This is for the regs. Yes.
Comedy
Yeah.
pod. I am
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Like,
So it'll
speed it.
be
Okay.
comedy.
Subscribe.
And like we love pop culture, we'll be talking about that, TV shows, all that good stuff. We'll have you guys on if you'd be so like if you
We'll be wearing
okay.
our robe.
Okay, perfect. And yeah, just continuing content and also more live shows.
We're doing a tour at the end of the year. We're doing a live sketch show tour. We're going to be hitting some cities, DC, Philly.
Also not announced yet. So
Not announced. So this is another like.
Oh, your agents are gonna kill us.
Come on, like we're not that self-important. We can say what we're doing.
That's so
Okay, I
true.
love
Yeah,
you guys.
come on. We're not like,
Y'all
come
are
on.
cool.
At the end of the day, no one gives a shit.
Yeah, we're not Mike White saying what the next season of fucking White
Wait,
Lotus
so
is gonna
people can
be.
Venmo you for their tickets now.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
There'll be links. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
If we're going on tour, there will be links.
yeah, they will be signs.
You will know.
There will be signs.
Okay, well, let's do dinner tonight. I'm really excited for that. Where can our listeners follow you?
Yeah, follow us at Taylor Grayson, TaylorGraysen. It's 4 syllables.
You can follow me at James Mitchell Neal, but we all post the same stuff,
Yeah.
so you'll see us.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, you guys need to follow them. They're so funny. And I want to see you doing more like Love Island skits, maybe
Yeah.
even some Survivor
She's putting in
skits.
requests.
I know, I
She
love
knows.
it. We love the requests. We love the requests.
Wait, I want
We
you to
love it.
make up like before we let you go.
Yeah.
If you were going to be cast on season 4 of White Lotus, who would your characters be?
Ooh, I think we'd be a couple. Oh, maybe we'd be like the fucking annoying, like young honeymooner
Yeah.
couple.
I would love to play the couple that's just so self-important
The
that like
Instagrammers.
the Instagrammers that
So
just
us.
that
yeah.
just
It's not.
think
It's actually not.
That is, you guys, when you were doing that big photo shoot at the pool, oh my God. I was like,
saw
how
that?
many hours are they going to sit in the
No.
pool with their photo shoot?
yeah, where everything should be given free. Give us all the comps. I think that would be just a juicy role to play. I would love that.
Play into it. That would be
Who
fun.
would you guys be?
We would be probably lesbian lovers.
Oh wait, no, I want to take back my part.
Looking for
I'd
a
be your
third.
third.
Yeah,
And that's it. Yeah.
Wait, this is true.
There's
We
a
haven't.
storyline.
We have one night
seeking a
left.
third. We've been seeking a third. We had a crazy experience getting into our room, and there was a suitcase in here, and we're like, oh my god, they're setting up a threesome for us.
Yeah.
That's what she thought. I thought we were gonna die. I was like, someone has a key to our room, but she's like, "Who's our
This
third?"
is sexual.
Yeah.
So we're gonna find our third, and it's Taylor,
And it's me. They found me. It's great.
Okay, tonight.
Honestly, yeah. I don't think there's been a throuple on White Lotus. So I think the three of us really. And then James, I just wrote you out, so I don't know how that happened.
Well, there's drama right there. There's some like
Oh my
Love
god, yeah,
them.
I'd leave you for my throuple.
Mike White. Take notes. Here it is.
maybe
Okay.
that's it. Like you go on vacation together as honeymooners, and you're like,
then,
oh my god, actually,
God.
I'm gay.
I love this. This is
So
gonna
down.
happen.
No, this is good story writing. I'm not. He needs.
We're
to do
all
it.
edging right now. This is good.
Edging!
We're just gonna keep this building up slowly to dinner, and then beyond, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Okay, what are we
Amazing.
taking? Where's the?
I love it.
Okay, well, we love you guys. Can't wait for dinner.
We love you
Thank
guys.
you for being here in our
Thank you.
room.
Yeah,
good, of
thank you so much
course.
for joining
At
us.
the pod
Have
studio.
some French fries before you leave.
Of course.
We have a special other guest,
I know.
Secret Millionaire.
Ah!
Hi, girls. I thought you'd be wearing a headband. I've really liked your headband chic style.
I love your headbands too.
She's a headband
fan.
queen. I know. Who doesn't
know.
love a headband? It's such a great
Okay, so
accessory.
that is my first question. This show is sort of Traitors-esque
Mm-hmm.
tone. So how did you prepare fashion-wise? Because you seem to have very cute style.
I have to tell you, it was all Amy Bean. She was excellent with.
She brought all the looks, but she had them laid out, and I would help her pick for the night because she had.
She
the
would
good
help
stuff.
me pick. Yeah. It was really fun. I was kind of getting the sense that it was a little bit like White Lotus and you wanted to come with style, but you don't want to do too much. Yes. So it was just really fun. And I'm getting so much great feedback with the fashion of the show and really everyone on it.
Yeah, you're the fashion icon on the show, I think, for sure.
So you didn't have a stylist? You picked it all out yourself?
No, you know what's funny? My husband, I'd be like, babe, what do you think about this? He'd be like, I don't know about that. Try something else. He was so good at picking it out because his style is like impeccable. So that was my fashion guru.
Did you think, because I think in Traitors, the fashion also kind of weaves its way into the gameplay in a way. So did you have the sense that your fashion choices would maybe impact your game? Or did they?
I didn't really think too much, but I think looking back now, it was like during the day, I was kind of like giving Connecticut mom, suburb.
Mhm.
And then at night, I kind of felt like it was really fun to come out and like the claws were out at night because you got to get a little sexier and a little fierce. And definitely in that last episode, when I went head to head against Chris, I was loving the outfit choice because it was just perfect for what was going
The
down.
hair, everything. You were so
Oh.
badass. You are like
Oh,
a
thank
secret
you.
agent, the Lydia kill shot. What was the craziest move, and what are people responding to the most? Like, you're getting hit up, I'm sure, everywhere. What are
Yeah.
people loving?
So definitely people were like, I did not expect that kill shot of Lydia. And I'll be honest, I still lose sleep over that because Lydia was such a fierce competitor. But at the end of the day, it was only going to be one person that was going to be left standing. And it was the best move that I had because I remember thinking, let me see who's going to come at who. And once I realized who had issues with each other, that's who I was going to vote off.
Genius.
Unfortunately, on my side, because I can get the scent off myself. And it worked like a charm because Jamie goes, I voted for Lydia and what? I was like, thank you.
Oh, but I know. But then Chris's clue that he revealed, he was super smart to get that agenda. The way he accomplished that agenda was brilliant. And now you don't have the money. Obviously, the episodes have dropped today, but everyone can watch. We're not going to spoil the ending just yet. But I do think that you still have a shot at the $1 million. Are you rooting for her? What do you think?
I am. I think you're really fun to watch.
Thank you.
I love that you do the agendas. I think that's the most fun part of this game. And the fact that the money can kind of bounce around. So no one's really locked in to being necessarily like traders. If you're a trader, you're stuck. And if people
Yeah.
know that you're a trader, there's no way out. In
Right.
this show, it's super fun because the money can change and switch into another person's box. So it's like you're not necessarily stuck, even if there is suspicion on you.
Yeah.
And I think you're smart enough to shake it off and come up with some strategy.
I
win the
hope
whole
so.
thing.
I am in the crosshairs right now. I watched the show and I was like, do I get out of this? How do I get out of this?
It's fun to watch as a viewer, right? Isn't it fun to watch? Because when you
It
when you
is.
live it and then you get to watch the edited version of it, what does that feel like for both of you guys? Because I know as like a producer, it's watching it all happen. I'm like, I cannot wait for people to see what I'm watching like live. This is unbelievable how it's panning out. The format is formatting, it's working.
It's incredible. I remember leaving the show and going, I think this is going to be incredible. Because I just kept going, it's so smart. Everything they did was so smart. And now watching back, I'm like, this show is super fun to watch. And people get really into it, like really into it. People are like, I hope you win. I hope you win. And I'm like, well, everything already happened. But the fact that they're still cheering me on is like, it means everything.
And are you working as a cop now?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
Still working
so
as a
what
cop. Yeah.
happened? So I know Tony from Survivor. He's
Yes.
a cop, and it was like really hard for him to go back to work as a cop after he won Survivor because they showed him lying so much and being deceptive. And he's like, "Oh gosh, guys, like I'm not. That was a
Yeah.
game." So how
Yeah.
has the reception been for you?
Luckily, everyone has been really supportive because they just absolutely love the show. So like, I'm watching the show. You killed it. You did great. And I think for me, I compartmentalize all the time. Remember, like possibly it's part of the job because I go to work and I'm like full blown cop, don't think about anything else. And the minute I clock out, then I'm just this whole other person. So luckily that has been okay for me, but the support has been incredible, especially from law enforcement.
That's the thing. Like I've always been obsessed with Sam since I first met her, but
Thank you.
in casting, I sift through all of the websites and all of the Instagram pages, and you are a fashion icon. One, you're a
Thank you.
sexy cop.
Such a hot cop.
You have the
I
Thank
really
you.
want you to come to my bachelorette party. Knock on my door. Bounce, chicka,
She's
bow.
hilarious, but and you're such a good mom. Your boy is the cutest
Thank
thing. Your
you.
husband's adorable.
We are rooting for you.
So glad.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
coming
Thank
on here
you.
today.
Thank you so much, girls.
Hopefully next time we see you, you'll be $1 million richer.
Yes.
I love you. I
Let
can't
us
say.
Okay.
Bye,
Thank you,
Sam.
girls. Bye.
Okay,
Oh,
she's a doll.
great.
All
I
right.
think we have spa treatments.
Yeah, let's get in.
Let's go find out.
Okay. Hey, if you guys like this episode, please subscribe, like it, write a comment, send it to your friend.
Let us know who you want us to bring on as a guest because we have been out and about in the world doing stuff, meeting lots of different people. So you may find them on our Nice Girls Don't Win Instagram or mine or Amy's.
So many fun creators here.
So let us know.
Thank you.
We're here for you. Bye.
Bye. Sawadee ka.
Sawadee ka. Kapchumka.